Oh, happy birthday, happy SAO day. I'm glad we're living in the future. We have full VR now. Yeah, if only. So I actually got this comment like a day or two ago, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the date, finally. It's a perfect time for that poster in the back. But getting into personal stuff, it's just the reason it's just been out of my head. I had actually originally planned to go to South Korea for a week. Totally last minute, some stuff happened, so I had to postpone that trip. But it kind of feels like I've kind of just dodged a bullet, if I want to phrase it like that. You know what happened in South Korea recently? And one of my Korean buddies actually recommended to go to that place. So I'm like, yeah. But anyway, topic SAO. So perfect. We got the announcement of a new SAO movie. You know, right after the second SAO Progressive movie, like what, 2 weeks ago? Seen it twice, I need to go a third time to get the new buck. So first off, when I woke up, I saw the full dive trailer, teaser, whatever. I actually thought that was supposed to be a teaser for the upcoming, whatever the new SAO movie is supposed to be. And it actually got me pretty excited. Let me first look at the actual announcement. SAO project. They could have teased us at the end of the movie. 100%. Some original project. Okay, so it's like some of the announcements I've seen or some of the news articles. I originally found about this from people just posting on my Discord. And second, from an email actually saying this got added to my anime list. So first off, I'm wondering if this is an actual anime movie. I know there's been that, rumored Netflix, I don't know if it's been confirmed, SAO project. Is this it or is this something else? Either way, initial first thoughts, I'm glad that SAO is doing something and they're teasing something coming up. I know this isn't limited to SAO itself, but we live in this age where anime seasons, it's not a good idea just to take massive breaks in between seasons or the next installments. You need to get something out there quick, especially again in this TikTok, YouTube Shorts age. We got so much TV shows, over 100 anime coming out each season. So going back on what I mistakenly thought they were doing, it would have been nice to see like everyone's like almost this slice of life type of movie, I guess. You see everyone's backstory, Kirito, which it would be nice to get more of that. We've seen Asuna, so you don't really need to dive too deeply into that anymore. It'd be nice to see Silica, it'd be nice to see Agyo. I know their stories got mentioned in the light novel. You haven't really seen that in the anime. I believe we've seen something for Liz too. I don't really remember much past her name not actually being Liz, funny enough. And then Klein, I think out of everyone, I think Klein has been the one that's just been that almost joke character. It'd be nice to get a little bit more about him. If you're not doing that, what could this project be? We do have that idea I mentioned in my SAO Progressive second review. There is SAO Unit Touring. I don't think they're doing that yet. I also don't think it's far enough for them to actually do any meaningful progress yet. Personally, my hopes for the SAO anime, SAO franchise as a whole, I know it's been like beat like a piñata over the past decade from anime YouTubers in the West. Again, it would be really nice to get a fleshed out anime where you actually see some of the lore, some of the character thoughts, but at this point it feels like I'm just screaming into the abyss, unfortunately. Yes, that stuff is in the light novels. Yes, the games expand more on this, more on the lore in some areas, but unfortunately the casual anime watcher isn't gonna dive deeply into that, unfortunately. And unfortunately, with so much media and limited time at this point, I don't think that should be an expectation. Like I mentioned in the last video about SAO Progressive, I actually got my growth started in SAO. We've been really hesitant to actually start SAO Alicization, SAO Season 3, just because there's so much left out, and when you get to SAO Alicization or War of the Underworld, it speeds up even further. What would you like this new SAO movie project to be? Is there anyone out there that's really craving to see the live action version? I think even hardcore SAO fans don't want that to happen. I think even for myself, I might be making videos just out of sheer frustration, episode after episode, or after said movie. You're aware at this point, live action anime unfortunately doesn't have a good track record. I think the only recent good one that comes to mind that I could say I would enjoy seeing more of is the live action Battle Angel Alita. Although I do partially think it's just because one, it's extremely old, and two, really just because people haven't read the source material. You don't have this thing to compare to. Talking about SAO games, I did see the new one announced, which I vaguely recall them saying that the last, what was it, the SAO Licorice was supposed to be the last one? Which, let's be honest, who bought that? Unfortunately, my gaming experience goes back to, what was it, the PSP game, SAO Lost Song. I still recall Rain and Seven's very actual, surprisingly emotional story. And I still do play SAO Rising Steel, or whatever the hell they renamed it to. But from what I vaguely saw, they're actually expanding into the Underworld story, which I'm very glad to see. Maybe Edith or some of the other original characters will pop up. I missed out on the previous installment just because of time issues, but who knows, if maybe this comes out on the Switch, I might check it out. Either way, quick thoughts, reactions on that from me. You might have recalled in the past I mentioned SAO has just been extremely influential in my life. A huge reason why I'm even living in Japan at this point. I mean, freaking crazy, 10 years. It feels like the SAO anime is like 5 years in the past. Although the math doesn't work out. I've been in Japan like 5 years already, so would it make sense? So besides some of my issues with the SAO anime stuff, I've remained a hardcore fan till this day. I'm happy to say. So let's go. Keep the SAO train going. Go ahead and post your SAO stories below, like how you got into it, what it means to you. Subscribe for more anime videos. Licorice anime video coming up. This video pushed it back a bit, but it's coming. And I'll see you guys later.